Hey everybody, Professor Doomer here is where we're going to kind of test how much you believe everything, every message, every warning that we have been given. So the Illuminati playing cards, there appears to be a lot of events that have been displayed on those cards that have come to pass. And I believe the messages were given and that they were clear. Fold up the $20 bill, you see the Twin Towers under attack, and that date was on 9/11/2001. You fold up a $50 bill, and you see a dam coming down. I hypothesized that it was the Hoover Dam. And you would expect, since it was on a currency and their numbers that they just love so much is 9/11, well, you would expect to see a dam coming down on 9/11. And you know what is amazing? Indeed, we saw that very event take place on 9/11 of this year. Do you know what also will test your belief? The Heliofont channel put out a video in 2012 called I Pet GoatII. And how many events does it appear that Heliofont channel was foretelling to us in I Pet GoatII? And what becomes even more amazing is that Heliofont channel waited 11 whole years to put out another video this year. And it appears to have been a warning. At the very end of that old Port of Montreal video that they put out, there was just this big beacon of SOS. You know what? Isn't it interesting that the ship signal, do you remember of August of 1912? Do you remember that the Titanic put out an SOS? That was the duress signal. That was a signal that they were under duress. SOS. Huh. A ship, huh? And what is the under duress sign for an aircraft? Mayday, mayday, mayday. A ship is SOS. So something was pointed out to me, and I just want to remind everybody that not only did the Heliofont channel put up this new video in August showing us SOS, but they also put a message up on their website saying that the Jews are very bad people. Here's where it gets interesting, folks, is that the Heliofont channel took down their I Pet GoatII video that has been up for 11 years. Then they took down their very newest video that they waited 11 years to put up this year. And look at all of the crazy events that have been taking place after they put up that video and took it all down and their website down. But something was pointed out to me in the Heliofont I Pet GoatII video that will pique your interest. And why will it pique your interest, everybody? Because not only has there been speculation that there could be a false flag against the decades-old USS aircraft carrier Dwight D. Eisenhower, but the Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier has now transited from the Mediterranean Sea into the Persian Gulf and to the Straits of Hormuz. Where is this going to put them ideally for an attack? Or, could it be This is the message that was put up on the Heliofont website, that there could very well be a false flag attack against the Dwight D. Eisenhower. Who would it come from if that's exactly what the message was alluding to on their web page? Now, let's take a look at the very interesting scene from iPet GoatII that may give us a clue about the aircraft carrier Dwight D. Eisenhower. Point out in this video we're making right here something that I've already pointed out several times before. Look at the message that is scrolling in the egghead boy's eyes. Now, in case you are just new to this channel and you're wondering, well, I thought you said this video was taken down. It was taken down from the Heliofont channel, but someone had duped this video and put it up on their channel. That's why we still have it available for analysis. Let's take a look at the message that scrolls. Markets plunge. Banks are just going under. The markets appear to be taking a hit at the latter part of this year, and this year is still not over. And you see the word war. And let's take a look at the scene with the woman. Okay, now, what can we discern from this image when it comes to the woman herself? Let's take in everything that we see. Well, first of all, we can tell that she is from some Arabic nation. Well, we can see from the clothes that she wears, the head covering, and probably the complexion, and just the clothes that she's wearing, we can tell that this is some Arabic woman. What is interesting that we see in the scene is the explosion in the background, and what is the scene right there to the right of the explosion. Does that indeed look like an aircraft carrier? Someone mentioned this in my last video in the comments section, and I had to rush to take a look at this, and indeed, it looks like an aircraft carrier. Considering all of the activity that is going on in the Middle East right now, and the fact that the Dwight D. Eisenhower has made its way now into the Persian Gulf, considering that Yemen has now fired 2 ballistic missiles at the Dwight D. Eisenhower, but they fell short of their mark. What are we going to be seeing in the very coming days? What are we going to be seeing? Is this scene right here? Is this scene right here indicative of what is to come? Consider these facts. The Dwight D. Eisenhower is decades old. The Dwight D. Eisenhower could have stayed right where it was at, and you could have transited. What was the other ones that are over there? The George Washington? Oh, wait a minute. That's a newer one, isn't it? What would be the perfect one to take down? That's right. The Dwight D. Eisenhower, the one that is approximately how many decades old? ready to be scrapped? Huh. Well, and if you think of the message that was put up on the Heliofont website, huh, and you think about the history, huh, of that same people when it comes to the USS Liberty, huh, then it starts to become quite clear, doesn't it? The SOS, remember, what did I say? Isn't that the duress symbol or the duress message that would come from a ship? And an aircraft would be Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Ha! Now it starts to become a little interesting, doesn't it? Thanks, everybody.